What we're gonna be talking about in this video is factoring. We're not gonna be doing examples in this video on factoring, where this is just context and some comprehension. We'll be doing examples and computation in part 2. This is part 1. And what we're gonna be doing in part 1 is just getting a general feeling as to what factoring is about. I think a story is a good way to kind of start off this part. So I remember when I was in my youth, I remember I had went to the store with my father. I told this story previously talking about factoring. But I was at the store with my father, and while he wasn't looking, I forgot, we was either at Kmart or Walmart. I forgot which one. But while he wasn't looking, I had snuck some packs of Kool-Aid from the store. And when we got home, I went and got my sister, and I was like, hey, I got some Kool-Aid. You wanna go make some? And she was like, yeah. So we went to the bathroom, and we filled up the sink. We filled up the sink with water, and then we poured. I had like two packs. We poured the Kool-Aid in the sink, and we was in there splashing around in it, playing in it, and things of that nature. Out of nowhere, the bathroom door swing open, and it's my dad, and I think my mother in there as well. Probably in the kitchen. But he proceeded to beat my ass and my sister behind. And that's the end of the story. But what I want to ask you, so that's the whole story, but how does this relate to factoring, okay? How does that story about my mischievous youth relate to factoring? So let's just think about it for real quick. So the end result of the story was belt to ass. Again, in the story I took the Kool-Aid, made it in the bathroom with my sister, daddy came, find out, belt to ass. That's the end result. This right here is the end result. But this is where it ties into factoring. This is how I'm gonna do this right now. Based off of that story, what was some factors that led to the belt to ass? Think about that for a second. With the story that I just explained to you, the end result was belt to ass. But what were some of the factors that led to that were actors in the end result being belt to ass? I got one. The first one was stealing the Kool-Aid. I stole the Kool-Aid. That's first and foremost. Second, we was in the bathroom making a lot of noise. We was making a bunch of noise in the bathroom. And also, it was a lot of evidence. I had Kool-Aid all over my hands, Kool-Aid all in the sink. So we'll say it was a lot of evidence. Right, and again, this is all about factoring. The end result was belt to ass. Some of the things that made that happen was the fact that I took the Kool-Aid to begin with. We was making a lot of noise in the bathroom, and there was a lot of evidence. Those were some of the factors in this belt to ass scenario. So I just wanted to give that story real quick. Talk about, give a real life example of some factors. Now, these would be the factors, right? Stealing, all the noise, all of the evidence. These are factors of the belt to ass. I hope y'all keeping up. I hope y'all following. Let me know in the comments if you're not. But this is no different than this, right? If I say the end result is 2x plus 1, right? Don't lose me here though. What I'm saying is, if the end result is 2x plus 1, when we do factoring in algebra, what we're trying to find out is, well, what things led to this 2x plus 1, okay? So that is, in that exact same way, excuse me, that's what factoring is about with a real life example. And that's how we use factoring in math, okay? So that's just a real quick story and a real quick example to illustrate what factoring is and kind of how it works, okay? This is part 1 on factoring. In part 2, we will actually do some examples on factoring.